What up, bro? How y'all doing this evening
Uh,
on this wonderful Friday that I don't have to work at night so that we get to do this show on a Friday? I feel like it's so much better to get to do this show on Fridays. Get a little bit of a
why?
break. Well, because you get Smackdown right afterwards, dude. It's fucking awesome. It's like a lead in, it's like a pre show. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
What up, Kick? What up, Rumble? What up, Instagram, X, Facebook? All y'all like it and share it and subscribe it. Hey, we have a Discord too, so you should join that too. Uh,
I am going to be in a terrible mood tonight because they took WWE off Hulu and I was watching it on there.
it's all right. You're gonna be watching it on here with us. It's you ain't missing nothing, dude. You ain't missing nothing. It's now your viewership is a part of my channel, well, our channel rather. Um,
Careful. What you say, monkey?
well, it isn't our thing. Um, anyway, so the premise of the show this evening is since we already reviewed SmackDown, if you weren't here to watch it, fuck you. You should have been here to watch it. We're not reviewing it. Why the fuck would I review something we watched on stream together? That's crazy. So if you were on,
Yeah,
if you
that would be kind of, you know, stupid.
yeah, so if you're watching this on like Facebook or Twitch, uh, obviously you didn't get to see the stream, so you should check out our Kick and our X and our Rumble where we can stay together because that's what's going to happen this evening. At some point, SmackDown is going to come on, so we're
We're
gonna
gonna
cut.
leave you.
Yeah, we're gonna cut the feeds on Facebook and
Got
YouTube
33 minutes.
and Twitch and Instagram. So if you're watching on those channels, now's a good time to get to know us on Kick and on Rumble and on X. Um, before we get to SmackDown though, hold on a sec. We've got a Raw to review. We have a go home Raw to review, and we got some news ahead of
What
time. Before,
news?
yeah, bro, we got some fucking tragic news, dude. Some tragedies have happened.
Wait.
Yep.
What tragic news happened in the wrestling world?
Ilya Dragunov tore his ACL in a match with Gunther last week, and he
Oh
is
shit! Really? Oh fuck!
he's
I did
pretty
not
much
know that.
fucked for a good 4 to 8 months.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. Torn ACL will put you down for the count.
Also in tonight's main event, Braun Strowman left with a pulled groin, so it's currently undetermined right now how.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
But that's you can't be lifting people with a pulled groin. Um, so I mean, it's not. It's just it sucks. It sucks. Never want to see
Yeah.
injuries. Terrible. Um,
Amen.
well, let's get to the Raw. The Raw's in Evansville, right? Uh
I think so.
real quick, before we even get into this, you can hear me all good. We're all good on the audio check over here, right? We're
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
loud and coming in clear. All right, cool,
Mhm.
cool. Let me get. All right, cool. All right, so opening Raw, we got Jey Uso coming out for the what do we call that? The victory lap. I think that's what Liv Morgan called it last week. A victory lap.
The um,
So
yeah, sure.
yeah, Jey Uso
Came
came
out
out.
for
He had a outpouring of support. He says now that he's the Intercontinental Champion, he's ready to face any and all challengers. Jay brings up how hard some of his family may made it have made it for him to get here, and yet other parts of his family, namely his mother, supported his climb. Uh, it's about this time Braun Breaker had come out to also offer Jay his respect and tell Jay that the right man won last week. And then they, shake hands, and Jay invokes the dogs in Indiana. It's a nice little touching moment. And he leaves. Fuck this promo. Why are we making Braun Breaker look cool or like look soft?
because he is soft. What the
Why are we
fuck?
having a aw moment with Braun Breaker? Like that's not. Stop this. We've been spending we've been spending more than half a fucking year by WWE standards because I'm totally not even counting NXT. We've been spending like half a fucking year like building this guy to be like an insano. I don't give a fuck. You know,
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
good or bad. I hate you. I'm the genetic freak 2.0. Fuck you, spear, dead. Like, what are we doing with Braun Breaker, bro? Like, don't do this. He was sitting there spearing people out of their shoes for like months on end. Now he wants to be like, now we're writing him in where he's like, oh, we're having an awe moment. Like nah, bro, I don't like that. I'd rather have him came out and been like, fuck you, I hate you. I'm coming for that title. Set a rematch up, like something, bro.
You man.
Um, After that, we get an opening match with Rey Mysterio and Xavier Woods. This was from last week when Xavier was being a prick to Rey, which for no good reason, you prick. Anyway, before Xavier walked out there, though, we had it earlier today with Liv and Dom by his, I guess, when they were coming in. So it's Dom by his card. Dom gets a call from Finn and the rest of the Judgment Day come to Liv to ask where he is. Finn tells Dom on the phone he should be arriving shortly. He's having some travel issues. He also tells Dom to let Liv know that he's handled the business he intended to handle. So ominous, right? After that, we get Xavier and the Rey Mysterio match. Xavier doesn't look prepared at all for this fucking match. He's slow as shit from the start. Like he has to move himself. There's a spot like really in the early in the match where Rey's kicking through the ropes and fucking he has to move into the kick and it looks just fucking horrendous. It's terrible. Anyway, the finish is basically he was performing a suplex on Rey and he accidentally took his mask off. So when Rey was like covering his face, like, oh fuck my mask, he got rolled up, and then Xavier's like, ooh, what the fuck? That was stupid. But whatever. I think I get it, but whatever. After the match, Kofi runs into Woods and can't help but ask if Woods took Rey's mask off on purpose. So Woods swear he didn't. Kofi says that Jey Uso offered him
That was
a
funny.
title shot for the Intercontinental Championship. Woods seems, dejected, but says he'll support Kofi, whatever. Kofi tells Woods that he passed up the opportunity to give it to Woods instead. So it'll be Jey Uso tonight for the IC title against Xavier Woods. And obviously Woods' mood completely 180s after that. We get a dancing and New Day chants and whatever. Woods is being a selfish prick, basically, is what we're getting out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Get a locker room promo with Sonya Deville and Lyra Valkyria ahead of their upcoming match. Sonya attempts to intimidate Lyra by pointing out she will be out there with no one by ringside. Meanwhile, Sonya and Shayna will be there for Zoe Stark. She reassures Lyra, though, to not worry. Shayna won't bite unless ordered to do so. This is stupid. It's a fucking waste of time promo. We're just trying to get to the fucking commercial with this promo. I get it. Filling up time. Whatever. After that, they had the match. So it was like right before they came out for that match. Pretty standard match. No crazy botches. Honestly, meh. But I guess we can't expect much from the second match of the card anyway. So I don't hate it. Lyra puts up a decent fight, but because of interference from Sonya and Shayna, Lyra's unable to put Zoe away. After a roll-up is kicked out of, Lyra falls through the ropes and catches a knee to the temple from Sonya. As the referee is distracted with the Shayna, So he hits the Z360 for a pinfall. So after the match, PFC begins to, mock Lyra, and it looks like they're going to jump Lyra. But those Raver chicks that have been like out of commission for 700 fucking years, they came back. And Katana Chance, by the way, has a bedazzled Rip Hamilton mask. I thought that was hilarious. I didn't know that they made bedazzled Rip mask, but whatever. So she comes to they come to beat PFC into the mat, and they hit the after party special on Sonya and Shayna. During the later backstage interview, the Ravers say the games are over and the tag team title is going to come home with them, and the Unholy Union come in to laugh at them, which is pretty much what I would have done too.
Yeah.
Especially especially when you're acting all hard with a fucking Rip Hamilton mask. That's like crazy, bro. By the way, if you don't know who Rip Hamilton is, just look him up. It's hilarious.
Now you good.
Um, where are we at here? Okay. I'm sorry. So first off, if I seem dejected when it comes to Lyra and Zoe and the Ravers, I hate that whole fucking angle. The whole angle is fucking not interesting. We could use the time for other means. Like we only have 2 hours now for Raws. We could cut this. This angle sucks. Like I know we have to do something with all these wrestlers, but fuck, this angle sucks. It's just not interesting. But I'll tell you what is interesting. The next in ring promo. Uh Hell in the Cell on the way. So Adam Pierce comes out to have a face off.
Okay, just go on.
Honestly, this is a fucking great promo. Uh they lowered the Hell in the Cell to the ring, and then Adam Pierce came in and surrounded the ring with security. Uh, he lets everyone know that there will be no physical altercation between Drew and Punk tonight, but there will be a verbal one, and those are always fun. So let's bring out, Punk and Drew for a face off in the Hell in the Cell. Drew comes out in a full black tux. The black is for CM Punk's wife, who's going to soon be a widow. And the tux is for the celebration that this will be the final time that they'll have to hear about CM Punk. I thought that was cute. Drew McIntyre is very creative at being a prick. Punk sits
I
silent.
mean, most Scottish people are.
True. Punk sits silent while Drew goes on about how much he hates Punk, but soon he will be able to overcome that hate when it dies with CM Punk on Saturday. As Drew goes to exit the cell, Punk grabs the mic to say the voice of the voiceless has nothing to say to trash, except for like the next 5 minutes. Uh, he's been sleeping in a hotel for the last 4 weeks because he's been doing nothing but thinking about how much he hates Drew, and he's got enough sense to keep that away from his wife. So score one for experience. Uh, it's this kind of shit that he's going to need to pull from to send Drew back home to Scotland in a box. Punk says he wants Drew to remember that he prayed for all this and it happened. I thought that was fucking awesome. He brought that up. Saturday he will be praying not to God or the devil, but CM Punk, and we will see you in hell. Honestly, A1 promo. Like Punk sold the fuck out of that.
I gotta ask. I've never seen those giant holes in the, on the cell. I've never seen those.
I think that's for it to lower. Either that or maybe it's link breaking. Who do you think takes this?
Drew.
Drew?
Yeah. Because everyone wants Punk to win. He won the last match. And I don't know. They're gonna have a face off at Survivor Series. Final bout. Whatever, blah blah blah. And if Punk doesn't Oh my god! Like when I saw the Rumble this year, I was expecting him to win. I didn't expect Cody to win. All right. I mean, I wanted Cody to win, but I wasn't expecting him to win. All right. And I thought they were going to build up this whole CM Punk World Heavyweight Championship thing and all that stuff, but it didn't pan out or it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to.
Didn't
So
that way at all.
and right now CM Punk is just being boring as fuck to me. I'm sorry, Phil, but it's true. All right. And you probably know it too. That company is holding you down.
I think he's been awesome so far.
Yeah, with Drew because he has chemistry with Drew. But like it's God. Just put a belt on him, for fuck's sake already. God damn.
I don't think he needs a belt. That's the greatest part. I don't think he needs a belt.
Yeah, he needs a bracelet.
Yeah.
He needs a new bracelet.
That bracelet was like the second most important thing in WWE for like 2 months. All right, so after that, we get a Bronson Reed back area interview. Bronson's giving the answer of all answers, or not Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman. Braun's giving the answer of all answers when the backstage reporter asks if Braun feels trepidatious heading into this next match. Bronson doesn't, or Braun doesn't know what trepidatious even means, but he doesn't feel nervous at all. That's literally the definition of trepidation. Uh, Gotta have a good vocabulary to get that joke. Sorry. Miz interrupted to ask Braun a question, but Miz is also interrupted by the return of R-Truth. Hey, R-Truth's back. Yay! I was delighted. This was exciting. Uh, Bronson can't believe he's here after 5 fat splashes, but Truth don't remember that, so it's whatever. Braun leaves to go prepare for his match. Miz asks Truth what he's even doing here. Truth says he works here. Miz wants to know why Truth didn't say he was coming. Truth doesn't know. Truth goes on to say he doesn't like the way Karrion Kross has been picking on him. So he set up a match between Awesome Truth and AOP. AOP is what he called them. Those dudes who have a wizard and a witch with them. Whatever. Awesome Truth is back. Forget those
A wizard and a witch.
Forget those book writers, Arthur's or Payne. We got them. He even asked what books they write. After that, we get Judgment Day versus the LWO. Before the match, Sammy sends a message to Gunther through an interview that he's coming for him, and he will not stop until he gets his title shot. After that, we get LWO to seems to have the match in hand after triple suicide dives on the outside of the ring when Del Toro climbs to the top rope to put the match away. Liv Morgan hops the apron to distract the referee from Finn Balor. And then Finn Balor comes out of nowhere to push Del Toro off the turnbuckle. JD hits him for a devil inside and a pinfall, so Judgment Day sneak away again with winning bullshit. After that, like, they stayed in the ring. We went through a commercial and they came back, so that must have been great live. Them just doing nothing in the ring for like 5 minutes. After that, we get a promo from Finn Balor. He says he heard Priest say last week that he was going to rip out his Balor's heart. Well, Balor doesn't have one, so there. Suck it. Liv also grabs the mic to talk some shit about Rhea, but Rhea does come out to interrupt. Rhea says he knows one of Dom's secrets is he's extremely claustrophobic.
She. You said he.
Yeah. She. Yeah, my bad. I typed that wrong. So after having the staff wheel out his future home for Saturday, the Shark Tank, she explains that he will have to he will have the best seat in the house for Liv's murder, even if he will be pissing himself while watching it because he's a scared little bitch. Nice chat, but everyone here was listening to Rhea. Priest had come out from the other side of the ring and started killing members of the Judgment Day. Now he has his hands on Finn Balor, and while he's beating Balor into a pulp in the corner of the ring, Dom and Liv are receiving their beating at the hands of Rhea on the outside. Rhea spends some quality time with her ex, introducing him to the shark cage a few times before chasing Liv off and throwing Dom into the cage. Liv returns and her and Rhea fight into the back while the numbers advantage finally catches up with Priest in the ring, and he catches 3 coup de grace as a result. Can't wait for them to figure out that they're like 2-4, but whatever.
Bro, that match is just gonna be fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
We get a promo video with Sheamus. This is basically a challenge to Butch to accept a Donnybrook at Bad Blood. Match 4. Chad Gable versus Kofi Kingston. This is when things start getting interesting. So, before the match, Damage Control issue a challenge to Jade and Bianca for their titles. There's a sequence in this match I really love where they make the roll-up pins look way better. It ends up becoming a series of roll-ups, but there's actual wrestling transitions going on, not just flip-overs. The match was really a display of Chad and Kofi's abilities, which they work really well together. As the match breaks down due to interferences, Xavier gets involved. At first, he beats on the Creeds. This is good for Kofi. But then, when Ivy hops on the apron to distract the referee, Kofi is tripped up by Xavier when he was looking for trouble in paradise. This is not good for Kofi. Chad hits Chaos Theory for a pinfall, and Woods fucked Kofi over. Accidentally, though, we swear. This was totally an accident. He meant to trip up Gable. After that, we get a back area interview. It's Bronson Reed. After showing clips of Seth Rollins at the Ravens game this weekend, the reporter asked Bronson Reed if the potential return for Seth Rollins down the road has Bronson at all nervous. Bronson flatly says no, and in fact, he hopes Seth returns soon. Next time, Bronson will take years instead of months away from Seth Rollins. To Strowman, apologies for what will be happening to him later. After that, we get an in-ring promo with Gunther. This is after a Wyatt 6 video warning someone to not let anger fest into rage, as it will only end in their demise. The warns to not go down this path and force their hand. So I think the Wyatt 6 have picked their next victim. Who do you think that is? Huh?
John Cena.
Fuck you. All right. How about that? All right. I think it's Woods. But we'll get to the other possibility, I guess, in a second. For all the things that Gunther loves about life right now, one of those things is definitely not dealing with Sami Zayn every week. So Sami comes out, Gunther can deal with him some more. Sami says it's pretty easy to get rid of him, just have the fucking match. Gunther repeats Sami isn't on his level. Sami repeats the question on why he was able to beat him at WrestleMania then. Sami says Gunther is just being a bitch because he knows it'll happen again. Gunther says Sami is half right. Gunther is afraid, not of Sami, but for his reputation. That loss was the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to Gunther in his career. Gunther took his eye off of the ball that night when he was embarrassing Sami in front of his family. Just for Gunther to have to look his father in the eye, who was probably some head Nazi general in Germany, and tells him in Nazi speak that Pops flew all the way to Philadelphia to watch his boy lose to some bum named Sami Zayn. Sami makes sure to jump on Gunther for being a bitch after he lost and disappeared for months, not even bothering with a rematch, all because Daddy called him a fucking loser. He's a Nazi bitch, what can I say? After Sammy says that now he's showing his pops that he's a coward, Gunther attacks Sammy. Gunther kills Sammy and then tells him, you know what, fine, you can have your match. Interesting moment backstage after this where Gunther runs into Braun Breaker. Braun just wants to see the world championship for himself. Gunther says Braun's a real badass. And Braun says, yeah, and he's going to figure that one out soon enough. So, ooh. I don't think Sammy's going to win. I think Sammy's losing that bad blood. Just my 2 cents on that. I'm getting to my next page here. Anyway,
hold on.
Truth starts the.
Fuck is my dog?
The next match is Miz and Awesome Truth.
What the hell are you doing in there?
AOP and Awesome Truth. So, Truth starts the match, tries to get the John Cena offense going, but can't AA the behemoth fuck he's got in the ring with him. He gets cleaned for a bit. Finally, there's a hot tag to Miz, but then Miz attacks R-Truth. I don't know what fuckery this is, but it is definitely making Karrion Kross laugh his ass off. So Miz walks out of the match after that, leaving Truth to be beaten and pinned by AOP. So that sucks. No more Awesome Truth. Womp womp. You think Miz is going to join Final Test?
Miz isn't doing anything. You know what I mean? Miz is solo.
Nah, I don't think. Well, he might go solo, but
Miz is solo. Okay. I mean,
do you think he's into a feud with Karrion Kross if he's going to go solo?
I don't know. I mean, okay. So Miz and Morrison, great stable. They were the tag team champions forever. And same thing. Well, not for, but Awesome Truth, just kind of got like boring. Like it didn't get boring. It was just like, oh, right, that's a thing.
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater. I'm just.
I love the Awesome Truth, man.
I did too. I love their skits. If they could get along and just do skits together, that'd be fine. But like,
all right, let's get to this big meeting.
Imagine it's like putting fucking Triple H in a stable with John Cena.
I don't see the problem with that. All right, come on.
And you're the problem. All right.
Let's get to the main event. Bronson Reed immediately eats table at the start of this match.
It was fantastic. It was all fantastic.
We go to a commercial. We come out of the commercial break. Bronson Reed is eating a rack of chairs. So, like, fucking shit's not going great for Bronson Reed tonight. Braun is clearly struggling to move around. So either he pulled that groin on the chokeslam through the announcer's table before the commercial break or something during the commercial break. But it's pretty evident he's hurt. He continues the match, though. Bronson Reed makes Strowman eat some table off the entrance stage. Bronson breaks both barriers next to the timekeeper, putting Strowman to it, or through it. As Bronson puts Strowman in the ring and fat splashes him repeatedly, the ref can't be bothered to count him, or to count as him and the staff are fixing the broken barrier in front of the fans. After the second fat splash, Bronson becomes annoyed and starts killing the staff, including the referee. Braun Strowman suicide dives the entire pack of staff with Bronson Reed, all in front of Adam Pearce, by the way. With bodies everywhere, the monsters fight their way up to the top turnbuckle where Bronson Reed superplexes Braun Strowman. This collapses the whole ring. As Bronson looks to get to his feet, Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere and curb stomps him on steel steps that he had his face on. So he's not getting up. Braun Strowman gets to his feet. He gets counted the winner of the match, and Seth Rollins is back. Yay! Good ending. Anyway, so
Yeah, it was. I didn't expect that. Death and despair.
anyway,
Death
so
and despair.
at this juncture, we're gonna cut the Facebook, the YouTube, and the Instagram and the Twitch. So you guys should be moving to our Kick, our Rumble, or our X. It's UFA Pod, um, because you're not going to be able to see the rest of the show unless you do so. So
Miz is a great wrestler. I don't care what anyone says, all right? Solo or in a stable.
that's how we're going to leave you. Miz is a great wrestler. So see
I
y'all.
love you, Michael.
Um, I will see. We will be cutting it here. So see y'all later. Whack, whack, whack. I'm gonna fucking kick Claudia in the head. Let me get this.